Hello there and welcome back to Fab Physio. Today I'm going to do just a 20-minute video concentrating on the core as well as the upper back as well as the arms. And this is a beginner's video, so this is perfect if you're early postpartum or new to Pilates. Come down on your mat, start on your back. If you need a pillow behind your head, then use one. If you need a pillow underneath your back, then use one. But it is not recommended unless you know that you've got an issue there already. So we're going to start with the same principles. We lengthen through the back of the neck, so we're not sticking our chin up, but we're not tucking it in either. Draw the chin towards the mat and lengthen the back of your head as you drop the shoulders. We want the ribs to stay down, we don't want to flare. So as you take a breath in, fill them right round to the back. And then as you exhale, dropping them down, starting to engage your upper abdominals. And then we're looking at the pelvis. We don't want it, again, to be too arched or too squashed. Find your nice neutral position there, where your belly button and your pubic bone are sitting at a nice spirit level, horizontal with the floor. And then your feet, we want a nice equal plant between toes and heels, and make sure that they're in line with your hips. And now that we've rested there, try not to brace or hold yourself in that position. Just gently float your hands up to the ceiling and slot those shoulder blades flat on the floor. You're going to take them into opposite directions. This is our toy soldier. And as we move them out, we exhale. Inhale together. Just starting with some gentle shoulder mobility all the way to the floor and back again. Always working at your own breath rate, warming up through the spine, the upper back, the shoulders, keeping the shoulder blades nice and flat, nice and relaxed through the legs, the core, the pelvic floor. But as we rise one arm up, I want you to feel what's happening down that side, and especially into your rib cage. In together, out, trying to keep the ribs nice and level. Another 3 here. Now arms back together. This time we'll do them both overhead, so this will make you understand what I'm talking about. If you have a stiff upper back, your ribs are naturally going to flare and your lower back might come up. So we're going to try and keep that down as much as we can. Get a nice stretch through the spine. And then circle them round and come back up again. Inhale here. Exhale. As you tighten up through the core, you'll feel your belly button just drawing in gently. Feel underneath your ribs, are they hardening? And then circle it back round. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. And round. One more here, until we start to add the bridge. Now float the hands up, and I just want you to try 3, peeling up through the feet, pressing into the heels as you lift your bottom up, and then lower it back down. Keep the hands just floating up to the ceiling. Again, good balance here. You might feel like you're a bit more unsteady on one side than the other. Always breathing out through the movement, connecting with your belly button and ideally your pelvic floor, squeezing in as you rise up and lower gently back down. Now let's see if we can put them together. So as we rise up, we're going to let the arms float overhead, circle back down, hips down. So Pilates is all about control, coordination, strength and posture. even by doing this exercise, you might feel like there's an area of weakness, whether it be a knee, a hip, a shoulder. We'll do 3 more here. Just take it nice and easy. We're circling, waking up the shoulders, the glutes, the thighs. And relax back down. Hands behind the head. Let's engage a little bit more through the tummy. As we exhale, we're going to rise up. Cradle the head, but keep the chin off the chest. And do a little elbow to the opposite side. Inhale back down. Other side. Again, in your own time, using your breath to guide the speed. Again, connecting with these upper abdominals, keeping the ribs down as we twist. Now, if there are some mums that are trying this and they think, it's a bit too easy, then this is the first stage. But if you're quite happy and you want to progress it, then just lift a leg. Try and keep that spine in neutral. I'll always start with the easy one and then show you little progressions if you want. Always listening to your body. A few more each side. And then if you haven't started moving the legs yet, this is the time that we're going to let go of the head and actually grab the leg this time. So we're doing a little chest twist towards that knee and bringing it up as high as we can, as well as the neck, so that we're turning this into a crunch now. So we're squashing it back down. Same to the other side. Grab the leg. Use it to pull the upper body up. Making sure that you're still breathing out and you're not bracing or breath holding. Okay? Nice and gentle, blow out. Squash the back. Engaging those abdominals as we're coming up. Again, if you want to make it slightly harder, let's get a pull on the hamstrings and lengthen your toes up to the ceiling. Just as far as is comfortable. And 4 more here. And on the last one, use the leg as a lever to pull yourself up. And we're going to stay up, but then prop ourselves onto our elbows, lifting up through that lower back. Try not to sink. Lift it up so that that neutral hips and shoulders are in line. Open up the chest. Hold it here nice and strong through the arms as we scissor the legs. Again, emphasizing that out breath, which is pulling belly button in, and tightening that corset around our core. Again, if you find that too easy, then you're switching in the air. And again, out breath is just connecting that split second before you lift the leg. And you can see it in your belly. Have a look down. As you exhale, it tightens, it draws in, and it's nice and stable for when you're having to lift both legs off the ground, which is quite difficult. So like I say, stick with that level 1 if you can't lift both legs up just yet. Another 5, 4, and 1. And relax. Roll those shoulders. Okay, coming up, let's come into a long lever position. Stretch out again the hamstrings up into the lower back. Stretch down to the toes. And then up overhead, behind the head. Let's rotate the upper back round just as far as you can. Nice stretch through the chest as well. Relax down to the toes. Chin down. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Round to the other side. And again. Nice full body stretches, really feeling that down the legs, up the spine, and then into the chest and the upper back. One more each side. Okay, this time down to the toes, up overhead. Exhale as you round and double back down, palms on the floor, and then rising up through the chest, and if you can, lifting your bottom. Press through those heels, strong through the arms and the shoulders, and relax back. Same again, down to the toes, up overhead. Exhale as you come back, and push up nice and strong, as high as you wish. Keep it nice and easy. Inhale up to the ceiling. Round the shoulders, press down, press up. Open up that chest again, let the head flop back. Do one more here. And up. And stretching down. And still working through the glutes and the hamstrings there as well. Let's come over onto our side plank. We're going to stay onto our arm, keep this wrist nice and relaxed, and bending the knees. Okay, coming up, rise up with this top hand as if someone's pulling this rope up. We're pulling our side up and then lifting up through the bottom leg. Now with this top arm, we're going to thread the needle through this gap. Come all the way down so that your forearms are together, and rise up again. Inhale here. Exhale, fold inwards. And again, so twisting the spine, but keeping it nice and strong through those obliques and the shoulder, twisting in. Inhale out, and twisting in. And inhale out. Let's relax the hips down, and then this time we're going over the head for a nice side stretch and relax. So lifting up into your plank and then stretching over the top and down again. Exhale as you come up, open up the rib cage and relax again. And like I said, this might be enough for the upper body and the obliques and the side, but if you wish to add just a little bit more extra, then we can add this top leg for a stretch and bring it all back in again. We'll do 3 more. Stretching it out and in. Stretching it out and in. Push the hips up for the last one and overhead and relax. Hands down into our press up position or into our knee plank. So we're going to slot the hips forward so that they're in line with our shoulders. Slot the shoulders away from the ears and just gently press as far as you can go. And back up. And then let's open the right hand up to the ceiling and repeat the other side. Small press and open up. Knees stay down and again. Breathing out through the press up, lifting up as a nice rotation through the spine. And up. Squeezing the shoulder blades together as you press down. So again, we're opening up the chest and using those back muscles. take your time, gently alternating between a press and a rotation stretch. Strong through the arms. And open. Last one. Good. This time, let's press down as we sweep the body round and extend up. Relax through the hips, relax through the belly. Stretch up as high as you wish. Take a nice breath here. Be gentle through the abdominals there, especially if you've got a scar. Okay, push up through the knees, nice and strong. And then we'll repeat onto the other side. So into our plank position here. Nice strong elbow underneath the shoulder. Lifting up through the waist. Lifting up as if someone's pulling that arm up. And then I'm going to thread that needle through the scap, get a nice stretch to the opposite side. And reach up and down. And up. Hopefully you're getting a hang of the breath now. Open up the chest, fill the lungs, and then keep it nice and strong as you breathe out. Inhale again. And last one. And then relax the hips back down. Same little progressions here. Start with just your stretches overhead, and that might be enough just to lift through the core and get a nice side stretch there. If you wish to make it harder, you're lifting up through the legs and relax back down. And even harder, stretching through that top leg, and you'll feel your glutes and your hips kick in there quite quickly. And this arm is maybe tiring a little bit as well. Two more here. Nice big stretches, lengthening through the side. And last one. And relax there. Okay, and we'll repeat a little bit of the starter on our back. So take your time, coming back down, relaxing and finding that neutral pelvis again. We're going to take our arms up into our W position. So slotting the elbows down, hands pointing upwards, and nice and equal through the feet. Once you're here, let's join the knees together and roll them from one side as far as you're comfortable and gently over to the other side. We're not pushing it. Just take it as far as you feel a little bit of tension, resistance, and then switch it over. Again, breathing through it as you exhale. You're trying to pull the legs back over, so you're using your core to do that. Good. One more each side. And back to the middle. Separate the feet just to hip width again, and then gently push through heels and big toe as we start to peel up. And the first move there is a big pelvic tilt, squash the back, and then rise up nice and strong up through into your bridge position again. Keeping those arms in a W position, feel that nice stretch through the chest. And gently peel back down. One more. Exhale, start to push the back, squash into your tilt, and then rise up, peeling up through the back and stretching out there. And rolling back, okay? Back up into floating our arms overhead into our toy soldiers. So you're splitting the arms opposite directions, nice big stretch. Inhale together. Now if you've got that coordination, let's add the opposite leg stretches away and in. Just slide it along the ground and back again. Control, coordination, strength through your core. Feel that nice lengthening. Squeeze your glute at the end there as you're starting to work into your hip lengthening. And this is working into our dead bugs, which you'll do in some other videos when it gets a little bit harder. Last two. And relax there. Give one knee a hug. Bring the other one up as well, squashing the lower back as you do some nice little rolls. And in your own way, coming back up into sitting, whether it's rolling over and pushing or rolling up. And that is your nice starter, beginners, arms, upper back and core. Hope you enjoyed it.